Hey guys, welcome back. Please like this video is recommended to others and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
Okay, did you guys just see what was spotted at a conference in Dubai with Mr. Beast, famous YouTuber? He calls out two individuals from the crowd that literally must be descendants of giants. Like, I'm talking, look at this.
He's the Burj Khalifa of humans. Before I answer that, can you two stand up real quick? Those guys might be the tallest guys I've ever seen in my life. And I've just been staring at them this whole time. How tall are you guys? Wait, here, can you actually just come up real quick? Can you stand beside my CEO, Jeff, real quick? Just for a comparison. I don't know these guys. This isn't planned. They walked in and it was, are you an NBA player? Are you actually? Is this not crazy?
This is.
I don't want to stand up because I'm going to look like short. Okay, what is?
Okay, so listen, those two guys were between 7 foot 11 inches and 8 foot 1, I think. So they would be like micro-sized on the giant scale throughout history. 6 foot is that, okay? We're talking, if you have looked at the ancient bones they found, which they've hidden, but there's still rumors and secrets that have emerged from, and you look at historical context of all ancient cultures talking about these freaking beings, those would have been like these small fry giants compared to what else we got. And you may be thinking, well, where's all the bones? Well, most of them are gone when the flood occurred. But the ones that are found, officially, they're all fake. However, also officially, the Smithsonian confiscates them to test their authenticity. And then also officially, many times they lose them after that and they're never to be seen again. But I'm sure that's just nothing. Now, David and Goliath, I'm pretty sure Goliath was also not even one of the giants. So we're talking like seriously freaky stuff here. Why would they be giant? Well, because there was giant trees that pumped off giant amounts of oxygen, which increased the growth and lifespan of every living being on Earth at the time, including giant insects and reptiles. Dinosaurs. Now, of course, this is literally purely my opinion. I mean, this is not, like, you're not going to find this in a textbook at your school, of course, so don't expect to, because it's an opinion. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow for more.
Bro, that's crazy. I swear they were bigger than Shaq. Bro, they don't even look real. Look at this man. That's insane, dude. That's a literal giant. Holy crap. Like, damn, bro. How's the weather up there? They're not just tall. They're like actually structurally big.
Okay, no joke. I'm loading up wood, and I look up, and this is what I see. Wait for it. Why does it look like a damn Yeti? Anybody? Because it's real tall. I'm not down with it. Alright. I think it's time to go back inside now.
That's a cool looking tree. I hope.
Hello, I've been walking for 20 minutes in the worst snowstorm of my life, but I have a better question. Why the f is the sky pink?
More pink sky.
Bro.
And snow.
Bro, if I didn't have a video, no one would believe me.
Where is this? Birmingham, UK. When do we get a pink sky? We just get high taxes. Give me a pink sky. Make it interesting.
Tom. Good boy, buddy. Tom. Good boy, buddy.
Hey bro, so that was AI, right? Nobody actually has a dog that moves like this. I'ma just say that was AI. Hey, hold up. Let me ask you a question. Are you like me? Do you lay in bed just doom scrolling and Googling symptoms that you have all night because that cough you had just won't go away no matter what you do, and then wake up tired the next morning so you can't even find the energy to call a doctor and book an appointment? Well, maybe it's time for both me and you to stop that, because lucky for us, ZocDoc exists. The sponsor of this video, by the way. ZocDoc is a free app and website that lets you find and book high quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you love. And that means booking in-network appointments with over 150 30,000 providers in all 50 states. Whether you need a dermatologist, dentist, primary care, eye care, or one of 200 plus other specialties offered by ZocDoc, you can easily search by symptom or specialty and build the team that you need. If you want to see your doctor in person, you can do that. If you want to see them on video, you can also do that. You can also see thousands of patient reviews, and that way you can get a good idea of who your doctor really is. You hate small talk? Maybe they hate small talk. You got a cousin that lives in Colorado? Maybe they got a cousin that lives in Colorado. The doctor meant for you's gotta be out there. The point is to actually find a doctor that you love. And when you're ready, you can check their availability and book that instantly. Appointments through ZocDoc can happen pretty quick, anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. And if you're lucky, you might be able to get a same-day appointment. So be kind to yourself this year. ZocDoc is free. Visit my sponsor at ZocDoc.com/Ahuevo to find and instantly book an appointment with the in-network top-rated doctor today. Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video, and again, you can book your appointment by clicking the link in the description below. What the hell, bruh? Yeah, I've seen this movie before. That is not a human being. That is an alien wearing a mask or a CIA agent.
Well, this can't be good at all. So apparently postal workers were given this letter on January 5th, 2026. Subject line, Postal Service employees continue to provide essential services. Keyword essential. Are you ready for this? It states during large-scale emergencies, epidemics, hurricanes, civil unrest, etc., states and localities may issue curfew orders or other directives restricting travel and other commercial and personal activities. Even if the state or local action does not contain such an exemption, the Postal Service's operations are governed by federal law. Therefore, they are essential. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Employees and contractors should carry the Essential Services letter with them as they perform duties for the Postal Service and travel to and from work. It is critical that all employees and contractors carry their postal ID badge with them at all times. If encountered or stopped by the state or local law enforcement officials enforcing travel restrictions, the postal worker or contractor should identify themselves as a Postal Service employee, show the official their postal issue ID badge, and provide a copy of the letter with this information to the official. What is going on? This is real, people. Really scary. Travel restrictions? Essential employees? I'm not gonna say it, but I think we all know what ML is. Travel restrictions? Curfews? This is not good.
My husband is a postmaster. Today they got notification to prepare for civil unrest. I can't do this again. I can't do this again, man. I wonder what happens if you cheat on your assignment. Maybe it shoots you with a laser.
Y'all, I cannot make this up. Lyft, Uber, stop getting these African and Haitian jobs and shit they don't know how to drive. He's swerving, going the wrong way. I'm driving the Uber driver car.
Excuse me, please.
I'm driving his car because he don't know how to
no.
drive.
Excuse me, having problem. Excuse me, please.
No,
Please, excuse
because
me.
you almost just killed us. I was supposed to be out this
Excuse
car
me.
10 minutes ago. Look,
Excuse
I'm
me,
driving
please.
the Uber driver car. Like, what? The f is wrong with you?
Those are the only 2 words bro knows. Excuse me and please. I hope she canceled that ride, cause what the hell? He better not get paid for that.
What the is going on at my hospital? What is this? Nobody has said anything to me. What is this? This is like in the circle of the emergency room opening. What is this? What are we doing? going on in here?
Could that have something to do with the letter the Postal Service people got? I'm telling you, man, I can't do this again. I don't wanna. I hope people were lying.
Y'all remember the camels? Do you remember what they told us about the humps? Let's all say together what they told us about the humps. They are
They got
for
water.
heat regulation. Yeah, heat regulation. No,
water?
they don't have water in there, y'all.
No.
Another thing that we have been lied to when we were children. Like, why, America? Why would you lie about what camels keep in their humps? How does that help us? Or how does that hurt us? You know what I'm saying? And then the fact of the matter is, this hump is its mobile battery generator. Whenever the camel gets hungry,
what
it
now?
uses the fat that's stored in this hump in order to keep going. There's no water there. And it's the same situation with the two-hump camels. These things can go a lot longer in the desert because they store more fat. There is no water there. When the fat is metabolized, it produces heat and energy and some water. But it's not drinking water from the humps. You know, I for one am so happy those 1,000 teachers quit in Arizona, because if this is the type of thing that you are teaching us, then yeah. But who else was told that these things contain water for the camels to go long days in the desert? Let me know that in the comments below, y'all.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. A common misconception is that camels store water in their humps, but this is far from the truth. Their humps store fat, which provides them with energy for long distances. Additionally, the fat helps keep camels from getting thirsty often. You see why I don't believe we went to the moon? I really thought Google was gonna say they store water. I don't know what to think. My whole life is a lie.
It's gonna say. It's gonna say.
Chicken had baggy pants and all. Bro, that's tough. That is so tough. Why they look like they just hit a lick together.
I've noticed with interest people reporting fog in parts of the South where they live. That's rather unusual. Well, I'm at a location here in Mississippi, and guess what? Yeah, it's the third day in a row we've had fog here. And I too have had headaches every single day that I can't attribute to anything for about a month now. I've had feelings of nauseousness, just some odd feelings that I've reported on here before. Would love to hear from you about what your thoughts are that's behind this. I've been to the doctor, I've been to the eye doctor, and I just can't get behind it. And I have a headache right now as we speak. That's unusual for me. Post your thoughts.
Something is up with that fog. I've been trying to go out for runs in the morning lately, and when I come back home, my mouth tastes like chemicals, and the air outside does smell weird. Nothing like a nice soak after a long day. WD-40. Okay. Dipping them bad boys into some fryer grease, I see. Terminator out here relaxing after a long day of slaughtering humans.
Why is it that when people make claims that The Simpsons allegedly predict future events, 9 out of 10 times they come true? And why do I say that? Because there are alleged rumors that are floating all over social media regarding NASA and this thing called Project Anchor. And this Project Anchor allegedly was brought to life in the year 2014. And the reason for the creation of this Project Anchor was all due to a date in the future that they were very, very concerned about. And that date is August 12th, 2026. And what is allegedly to occur on August 12th, 2026? Earth is to lose gravity for 7 seconds. I'll repeat, 7 seconds, where gravity just comes to a stop. And according to some alleged videos and articles that have been posted all over social media, it is not an explosion, it is not permanent, and it is also not the end of the world. But 7 seconds is long enough to cause a ton of chaos. So basically, the claims are it'll be a temporary gravity collapse that will last long enough to cause chaos, but short enough for Earth to survive. And some of the videos go on to claim, because it's so short, that's the reason why there hasn't been any public warnings issued. And others are warning that our government has been warned, allegedly, that even a few seconds of gravity loss could be severely catastrophic. And also to note, allegedly, this is where Project Anchor would come in, where it would help to stabilize any of the chaos that is going on during that 7 seconds. And I am in no way saying that this is a guarantee to happen. But I guess my question to you is, if it does happen, what do you think could go wrong on Earth with us having a 7-second gravity stop? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
When did he say? In August? 7 seconds, bro? You can float pretty far in 7 seconds. So yeah, go strap everything down that you don't want to break. Make sure everything's nice and tight. These are the stairs to my brother's new apartment. Oh my god. What's the issue here, huh? I don't see nothing wrong. I just saw a video of some normal stairs. I don't see what the problem is. Just so y'all know, these are completely safe. As long as you stay away from them. Wonderful.
So if we have an optic nerve on the back of our eyeball, then why don't we have a blind spot in our vision where that attaches? We do. We have a blind spot in each of our eyeballs that our brains hide from us, and I'll prove it to you. We'll do it together right now. I'll help you find yours. If you close your right eye and you see out your left eye, the blind spot is going to be just outside the center of your vision, so like out here. So if I'm this guy, Douglas Harding, and I'm looking at my shoes, then the blind spot is going to appear about right there to the left of them, and we can find it precisely. And here's a foolproof way to find it. Close that right eye, look at the black dot, and keep looking at it as you move the phone closer, and eventually you'll get to a distance where, boom, right there, the plus completely disappears. If I go
This is just like being conscious of breathing in and out, and then you start doing it manually. Hopefully I forget this by tomorrow. What kind of Pokemon is that? Is that a seal? What is this? A dolphin catfish seal? Nah, ain't no way. It's Richard. He does that? Nah. I don't see anybody actually answering this in a serious way. If you know what this is, tell me in the comments, because I have no clue what animal I'm looking at here. Completely optional, by the way, and you probably have to pay to do that. Oh my god. It split his shorts open, bro. Dang, bro. Bro probably turned it off and went inside to watch TV after that. Maybe that might have been worse than unaliving. Like, he almost lost his glizzy. Like, he... yeah, I would have just said, just Just take me out. Take me out, bro. Alright, bro. Thanks for that. I do feel a little bit more alert, a little more awake now. So, thank you, I guess.
Fool, does this story confirm that the U.S. is working with some aliens, aka demons? So according to some Venezuelan guards, they said that U.S. had some unknown technology. They said the U.S. military, when they invaded Venezuela, they had some that they ain't never seen before, they ain't never felt before, ain't never heard of before. They labeled it as unknown technology. And you already know for years, people been saying it. They said all their radar systems shut down like that. Power out. Then they was talking about some drones that the US used. Then they said something else was deployed. Not a weapon you can see, but a weapon you can feel. They described it as an intense sound wave. They said it was so powerful that it felt like their head was finna explode from the inside. Then they said some men was bleeding from their nose, some was vomiting, and then a lot was collapsing. And when they fell, they couldn't get up. We fall down, but we get up. But they couldn't get up though. They said it was about 20 US soldiers that overwhelmed hundreds of them. So I just wanna know, what the hell do the US got up their sleeve? Because like I said, this man been talking really crazy, fool. And it's not just him talking crazy, he's doing crazy too. Next thing you know, he finna take Greenland. And then what's after that?
Our government is the boogeyman. And to be honest, I don't even think they used the best stuff they had. What? Fish do that? That is crazy. I've never seen that in my life. The fish. Yeah, that's what it made me think of. The fish from Finding Nemo. Damn, she was about to get jumped by some fish. They just dropped a porta-potty onto the bridge. Ooh. Oh my god. Well, ain't no final destination here. Just baptism by doo-doo water. I hope nobody's windows were down. That would be some lifelong trauma.
Do y'all see this apple? I took 2 bites of this apple last night. And it tasted funny to me. Kind of tasted like I was chewing on cork. Right? So I was like, this is definitely 3D printed. Well, let me leave this on the counter. See how it does overnight. Sure enough, it did not brown, did not oxidize, nothing. If you don't need more proof that our food is I don't know. No idea.
It looks like foam. And it didn't even brown a little bit overnight? Yeah, I would throw that one away.
It's getting weird. Part infinity. Here's a conspiracy somebody told me the other day. I was on set of a commercial. We're shooting a commercial for, what am I talking? For what, Kio? You gonna say the name before the commercial comes out and get in trouble and get sued? Bitch, shut your lips. He was telling me about, like, how the conspiracy is they keep coming out with all these, like, VR games and all these, like, first-person shooter games, all these things like that, because they want the generation that's coming up to enter the military, but as like the controllers of these drones and things like that. And I was like, I never thought of it like that. What do y'all think in that sense? my mind. So and then I saw this video and I was like, because let's say if you have mad experience in years and years and years and you're really good, the military would definitely want you. They'd recruit you and be like, here, be our drone. It's just a conspiracy, but I'm sure somebody's taken a deep dive with this. And I would also like to go on that dive.
It's not even a conspiracy. The military does use Xbox controllers for certain weapons. That's just facts. They already use gamers. I'm more alarmed by the video I just saw.
We're outside and we are seeing all of these red things.
What am I looking at?
They're just floating.
They're just floating. And there's a bunch of them. And they're coming out of nowhere.
Look at them swirling around.
Yeah. We're outside and we are seeing all of these.
Oh, this Colorado, that's crazy.
Red things.
Do a couple zoom ins. They're just floating.
They're just floating. And there's a bunch of them. And they're coming out of nowhere.
Look at them swirling around.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Does anyone know what these are? They disappeared right in front of our eyes. That's definitely not Starlink. Starlink usually has a formation in a straight line. So that's something else.
Greenland just became a global flashpoint, not because of ice, but because of control. And then there's this.
Now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. As you know, the North Pole has melted completely. You can go from London to Moscow or to Russia by going over the North Pole now. All the ice cap is gone. The last place that has ice on it was Greenland. Greenland had a 18,000-foot ice cap on it. Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland, the spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electrons can flow into it. In 1947, a B-52 bomber flew into that pattern, into the dampening field, when trying to fly between Maine and London. As a result of that, they lost power and crashed in Greenland. As they sent in rescue B-52 bombers to rescue them, they hit that same dampening field, but they veered off. They just ricocheted off of it. And by testing, trying to get to these guys, they were able to bring a circumference and find out that there was an object 200 miles to the center of this field.
That clip is from 2012, and it's not an official claim. And the source, David Wynn Miller, he is highly controversial. However, Greenland sits between North America, Europe, and the Arctic, and it hosts one of the most critical missile warning and space tracking installations on Earth. And as Arctic ice melts, Greenland becomes the high ground for submarines, surveillance, and space defense. That part is undisputed. Now, Miller claims that a non-human spacecraft melted out of the ice in Greenland, and a huge one at that. There's no documentation on this, and there's no confirmation, so this can't be treated as fact. However, Greenland keeps showing up at the intersection of real power and stories buried under the ice. Tell me, why do you think every superpower wants it so badly? Let me know in the comments.
Why would it be documented? Maybe that's why we're trying to buy it right now. I mean, something's got to be going on with Greenland, right? They must not just want it just cause. It's got to be important in some type of way.
Patagonia isn't burning by accident.
Estamos sorprendidos de que nos prendan fuego a la Patagonia. Sabemos que es a propósito. Lo tenemos recontra en claro que hay poderes que están del lado, tienen un interés inmobiliario, tienen interés minero, y es algo que ya últimamente lo hacen en nuestra cara y ni siquiera lo disimulan. No tienen nada, o sea, no lo disimulan porque tienen todo de su lado.
What's happening in Patagonia isn't chaos, it's disaster capitalism. Fire destroys protections, ash makes land cheap. Patagonia is being stolen one fire at a time.
So their president passed a law a couple of days before this incident, saying that any part of Patagonia that is damaged by fire can then be bought and developed by foreign governments and foreigners. Almost sounds like what happened in California, although we can't prove that. And also what happened in Hawaii. We also can't prove that. But this time, they caught the people who did it, and they were some soldiers from a certain country.
Gen Z allegedly is going to college and they are unable to read. They're saying that it's not even an inability to critically think, it's that they cannot read full sentences. That is crazy to me. But to be honest with you, you can see evidence of this right here on TikTok in the comment section. You can see that people are commenting to videos that they don't fully comprehend, or commenting to other people's comments that it seems like they didn't even read. As a result, a lot of teachers and professors are saying that they're just drastically lowering their expectation for their students. I don't know what this means for the future, but it really does have me a little concerned. What do you think?
I mean, that don't surprise me, to be honest. When I was in high school, I remember there was a couple of people that couldn't read in class. I could see how this is happening. This is what I pay taxes for. So why they having a furry party? They were trying to copy a Rothschild surrealist ball, but of course it's translated so cheaply and tacky. Google it for the real thing. Of course. Of course. Some more Illuminati crap. It's kind of entertaining when celebrities do it, but it's a little creepy when our government starts to partake.
What's that? You want to know a conspiracy theory that I believe in? That's easy. Electromagnetic fields do awful things to human beings. And an NFL team proves this. Over the past decade, the 49ers are the most injured team in the NFL. Guess where their facility is located? Where they practice, where they go to meetings, everything. Right next to a massive electrical substation. Big Electric does not want you to know about the downside to EMFs. The levels at which Big Electric, Big EMF tell us are safe are not indeed safe. They hurt our collagen, weaken tendons, and cause soft tissue damage. Peter Cohen recently discussed this if you want to get into more of the science stuff. The 49ers are the most injured team in the NFL, and we just saw one of their best players tear his Achilles for the second time in his career yesterday. Now you may be thinking, what does this have to do with me? I'm not an NFL player. It will be interesting to see if the 49ers lose out on some players because of this becoming more mainstream. And if they do, if the 49ers have to move facilities. But EMFs are all around us. Those AirPods you may be listening to this TikTok on, those have a lot of EMFs. You may want to look into that. You may have noticed some more rich people, people in the know, athletes have started to wear more wired headphones. Well, yeah, you're putting two EMFs between your brain at all times. I'm not trying to freak you out or anything. I'm just saying you may want to look into it.
Hold up a damn minute now. I need to buy some collagen. Bro, this might be why my elbow went out. Do I live near a power station? What about your phone, bro? My phone is in my pocket all day. Is that cooking my boys? That's not good. Oh man, I think it's too late. I gotta buy some collagen tomorrow. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.